Spurs requesting a trade play Darren Wolfson. It's about satisfying Ant. The fear is that at some point does Ant, through his representation, Bill Duffy, and others, signal a desire to be elsewhere. We are nowhere near that point, but the fear is there. The Timberwolves are also looking to move to the Eastern Conference. Oh, damn. Yes, they want to be in the Eastern Conference, but that's still a few years out of even happens. So the next few years, how do they compete with the Spurs and the Thunder? You need another superstar. They would love to acquire Giannis.
Mm. Hey,
I
look.
guess they're saying like when the Seattle come or the team in
Right.
Vegas come, that'll be two teams. You know what I'm saying, Joe? That's the
Yeah.
Western Conference, and so now just slide
To the
Minnesota to the
east.
Eastern Conference. I think that's kind of the avenue, and that's kind of what they're trying. That's what they're trying to do. But like they said, that's
Why
years
would they
away.
even be thinking about that anyway, and Joe? Why would they even thinking about him actually want to ask for a trade? Right now, you need to
Because
you, you
that's
hey
what
Well,
guys do
hey
when they
right
can't
now
win.
you need
you have to
huh?
take that. You have to take that into
Hey
consideration,
Joe, we
Ocho.
don't worry about consideration right now. Consider building what he needs around him to be able to compete in the goddamn way. I mean,
Well, that's kind of what they
okay.
saying. They saying
That's
that
it.
they got to bring
Oh
in
yeah.
another guy.
Oh yeah.
Another
Yeah. Yeah.
superstar
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
compete.
yeah. Who can take some of that?
Pressure,
Who can take
pressure
some of
off
that
of him. Yeah.
load off young fella? Because you know how it is, man. Hey, you let a guy get to a year left in his
Mhm.
contract, 2 years left in his contract. Basketball different from football. Guys can force their way
I
out.
mean, yeah, cause y'all got FU
Absolutely.
money, Joe. It's a little different, man. Y'all control.
No, they got
I
guaranteed
mean that
money.
too. Well, it guaranteed me FU.
uh, yeah. So once I get guaranteed, and see, that's what the NFL is
Yes.
afraid of, because money is
Hmm.
power,
Yeah, yeah.
and the less you have of it, the less power you have. The more you have of it, the more power you have. We see who gets to pull the strings, X, Y, and Z,
Hmm.
over here, over there, and so forth and so on. We don't got to get into it, but we
Yeah.
can see,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's how it works. That's how it is. So it's going to be Timberwolves president of basketball operations Tim Connley finally broke his silence on Julius Randle backlash on what Minnesota plans to do this offseason. We know our competition is not going to sit still, and nor will we. If we mess up, we'll mess up loudly. We're going to try to be as aggressive as possible. Conley said that the loss to the Spurs was because the team struggles as a whole, not just Randall's. We don't win because of one player, lose because of one player. I think we lost in the fashion we lost to San Antonio. They were clearly the better
Mm.
team, and we have to look at it collectively, me included, the whole building. What can we do? What can we all do better to ensure that we don't see the same
Mm.
results next season? Joe, you hear the previous paragraph, previous statement I made. They would love to get their hands on Giannis. Can they put a package together to satisfy Milwaukee with players currently? Is Julius Randle? I don't know. Terry Shannon. I don't know. Maybe you might have to give up a Jade McDaniels. Is there a
Ooh.
package that they can put together to satisfy Milwaukee as far as players that can play right now and draft capital so we can build for the future also, but be competitive with the players that we get?
Yeah, I think they got some great pieces to send to Milwaukee, but I do not want Jaden Daniels to be a part of that. Maybe you re-sign Io, sign and trade. I mean, I would
Okay.
love for Minnesota to be able to keep him, but hell, if we're gonna go get Giannis, then you probably gonna have to give him up. You probably gonna have to give up Gobert. You probably gonna have to give up two of them bigs. Actually, I'm saying Gobert, Nas Reed, or Julius Randle. You probably gonna have to give up two of them,
Hey,
Uncle Ocho.
if anything,
Yeah.
it would be
I sure don't
Gobert
want to
and
give. So give them the choice.
I
Go ahead,
won't
Ocho.
say.
Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Finish.
Julius Randle and Gobert. Nas Reed ain't going nowhere.
He might have to, because I don't believe they won't. No, I don't believe they want Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle.
Right. But if you throw some picks in there, and maybe that young boy Shannon.
Well, how many picks they got, considering they gave up 5 first rounders to
They
get
get yeah
Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert? So how many they got? What they gonna get it with, Joe? Like them old people used to say in the South. What we gonna get it with? Ass and mouth?
So, listen, this is why I say that's why I say they gonna have to probably do a sign and trade with the young fella, Io DeSamu. Because he showed a lot of great promise throughout this postseason. Now, if I'm Minnesota, I would like to keep him around, but I think he's gonna demand so much money that shit. you're gonna have to get rid of him. And if you can get rid of him and go get Giannis, package up a deal to where you give up maybe him, Shannon, and like I said, you probably gonna have to give up Gobert, Randall, if not both. Because if I'm Minnesota, I know you want him bad like that. I'm trying to squeeze in and everything up out of you.
You mean Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And that's the thing. Because, first of all, Giannis holds all the cards.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's going into the last year of his deal.
Yep.
And I'm not trading for him unless he's willing to sign a long-term deal. Because I'd be damned if I'm going to give up what I'm going to give up, and I only got him for a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's going to say, you try to trade him somewhere he don't want to go, he's just going to tell the team, I ain't signing no long-term deal.
You know what's funny is I mean no disrespect, and I didn't really say anything because of dialogue, and I love the context in which we're talking about, and him being able to come to Minnesota, be able to help, goddamn, my young boy Anthony Edwards. But as I've told y'all, I think during the season, early in the season, that Giannis was already searching for a house down here in Miami. I just didn't want to mess up the conversation. So he will be down here in Miami, and when it does happen, I told at my sources, I'm just for the,
So hold on. So Miami getting him and Ja?
I'm not sure about Ja. I'm not sure about Ja's situation, but Giannis is damn near is in the bag. Because the realtor who's looking for the house, you know what? I don't want to spill too much beans, but they house shopping and all that. So hey Joe, you got to think about it. No, I know I play around a lot, but ain't too many times I've been wrong when it comes to predicting and telling y'all where people are going because of the conversation I had behind closed doors.
What you had? What prediction you made that was right?
A lot of them.
Yeah, name one.
I can't even name them off the top of my head. I'm sure the
Okay.
chat can recall on some of the stuff that I've said was going to happen, especially like you losing every playoff series to me. That's
Come on, bro.
I'm just saying that's a small sample size, Joe, as opposed to other.
I hadn't lost this. You said you acting like I already lost this OKC and Spurs series. Like this is gonna be a pretty good series.
Joe, I know, but it's gonna be one beautiful heavyweight round fight. It's gonna be a good 7 rounds, Joe. But I'm telling you, who's gonna stand victorious and hold their hands up like goddamn Ali, huh? I'm telling you who it's gonna be.
Okay.
But again, you don't really have the kind of ball knowledge I do when it comes to basketball, so I understand.
Oh, get your mans, bro. Get your mans.
Check this out, guys.
Under the bus. I ain't trying to bring no different morale than what we already got. We already got the outsiders talking bad about him or whatever the case may be. I gotta lift him up. I get that part. But
Joe, before you go, Ocho, before you go, take a look at this. If we thought it was bad, if we thought Harden was going to take some accountability, he also said the team needs to do a better job on Bronson. Let's take a listen to the video.
Brunson had some success against you personally late in the game. How do you assess your defense against him?
I mean, he made some tough ones. But obviously we all know he's a great one-on-one player, and I think anybody on an island, it's going to be difficult. So we got to do a better job of making sure he sees bodies. On the other end, they do a good job of supporting him and helping him when he's on the island. So he made some tough ones, but we got to do a better job as a team, just because it's not a one-man job. So. We got to be better in that aspect. I think he made a couple of them, which, really got them going.
Hey, you know what, Unc? It's a little different though, Joe. You have to understand. You have to understand the moment, the time in the game. I know it's a team effort collectively, especially during the game. When you're making your runs, but in those specific moments where it's damn near just iso ball and everybody's on their man, and you got to lock in, you got to lock down. In that specific moment, it's just you and him. Regardless of whether it be in a team effort or not, I need you to get money right now. We need to stop, and you are guarding Brunson. We need you to handle him right now. Don't let him beat you on the first dribble. Just don't let him go by you. Unc, like you say, if you do that, you put us in the goddamn hucklebuck. Or whoever say that guy. Is you, Joe?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Just do something. Every single time it was one-on-one, he beat you every single time. At some point, you got to want to. I'm not sure what coach is watching. I'm not sure if coach watched film. You don't want to throw your play under the bus. I understand that. But, come on now. Come on now.
Hey, listen. For me, Uncle Ocho, as a player and a guy who's played in this league and been in these positions.